Walking in KCI Airport. I used to have to ride, get a wheelchair. Now I'm able to walk it with no issues. God is good. Oh, isn't that convenient?
Hi.
B
Square.
B squared, B squared. Oh man, I didn't close that door. Anywho.
Let me do it. Go ahead, you talk.
All right, so she's gonna close the door to the laundry room. We doing laundry. We're off today. Had doctor's appointments. My 1 year doctor visit. Bianca had an annual visit. She's doing okay. I told her to study for a test. I think she may have passed. I don't know. We'll see. Her results come back. I have my 1 year post surgery visit. It's not officially 1 year yet. April the 16th was when my 1 year surgery will be. But we did my appointment today. Today is the 10th, I believe.
Yes.
Today's the 10th. So
All day long.
we will start off with talking about my getting back to the sexy. We're here for 1 year. As you can see, if you looked at the video 1 year ago, I'm a lot smaller. Maybe. I don't know.
I ain't even recognize that other picture.
So we're gonna have some revealing things here. We're gonna talk about the last year. We're gonna talk about the challenges, and then we'll wrap it up with my thoughts. Can I go from there? Your thoughts. So again, update. I'm doing well. I'm losing weight still. There's some things and challenges that I've had personally, but nothing as far as the surgery is concerned. Surgery went great. All the results from the surgery went fine. No complications, as we reported in other videos. No regrets as far as the process. I've told you about my hiccups when it comes to the different meals and things of that nature. I am now back to what I would say my new normal of eating and being able to eat more foods. You go through the different stages, and once you get to the different stages, you have to learn what you can and can't do, how things affect you. But other than that, doing well. I'll tell my total weight loss. I'll bury the lead for that till later on. I will give you what I've lost so far, and what my current weight is. I don't think I ever told what my weight was on the
Never. You said you weren't gonna do it until we got to the year. So
okay. So I never told what my beginning weight was. Now, what I have my beginning weight is, and what the doctor said my beginning weight is two different things. And then there's a pre visit. I'll tell you what. First off, I'll tell you my weight be when I decided to have surgery. The day that I decided to have surgery, my weight was 480 pounds.
486. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, right. 486 pounds. The day I decided, they gave me the paperwork and said, "Hey, this is what you're at." And when I went to the actual total weight loss center, 486. Now, when I actually got approved for the surgery, I was down to 470. That was probably almost a year later. All the frustration I've talked about in the past, about the frustrating trying to get to the surgery point, going to the doctor, making that decision, and then actually getting to the actual. So that was 2 years ago, in April, when I decided to do it. I was 486 2 years ago. I then went down to 470 almost a year later. Went on the cruise before surgery. I refused to do the cruise before the surgery. After the cruise, I went on the cruise first. Came back to do the surgery last year. And I went in surgery date
476, 74, something like that.
But I think actually surgery day was 460. Surgery day was 467. 467 on surgery day.
5 day
pre. My 5 day pre surgery. We thought it was gonna be a whole week. Of course, I've told you this before as well. The prep the fasting before the prep surgery was 5 days, and I lost 17 pounds in that time frame. And so I was down to 467 surgery day. And then of course I've had my milestone. I think I told you what the milestone. I did say the weight. I don't think I said the weight. I just told you what I lost.
No, you never
I never said the total weight.
Anything.
I will tell you the total weight today. I'll give you. I don't think I'll give you the total weight as I guess I can. I know what it is. Yeah, I can think what it was. I know what it is.
From 2 years ago.
Eating. I had my struggles early on, as you all documented, with just trying to know what to eat, being scared to eat certain things. Let me tell you this here. Apple juice, after being on a fast and a restricted diet for 8 weeks, so about a 9-week period of having no sugar, that apple juice was the best apple juice I ever had in my life. Now they gave me,
and he had to do it in secret too, because I wasn't having.
I told you all about. We had this discussion before.
That's okay. This is for if people haven't watched the previous videos.
Yes.
If you haven't seen the previous videos, I urge you to go back.
Yes.
Because he's hilarious with his sneaking around.
When I came back from
he had to go all the way to Connecticut to have apple juice.
I had apple juice in the airport. I had like three this little dull little things, apple juice, Minute Maid. Oh my God, those apple juice was the best apple juice. I had apple juice,
fruit punch.
Fruit punch. I was getting to that, but the little snack thing, Lunchable.
Mm-hmm.
Apple juice and Lunchables was the best I ever had in my life.
You went all the way to Connecticut to have Wendy's too.
And I did have Wendy's. The first fast food I had after surgery was no, because I think I had
cheeseburger.
Before that, I had Cane's. We had Cane's before I went out of town.
I don't recall.
Father's Day weekend.
I don't recall.
We went to we had a family reunion. We had sit right here and had things. I had a bad little time there, and I was dumping. Dumping is when you have too much sugar, and it runs through you, and it makes you go to the bathroom. I had dumping. I've had dumping several times throughout this process over the last year. Not a whole lot because I don't do a whole lot of sugars anymore. I'm limited for 15 grams of sugar per day. Now, I don't get that. I'm way over that a day.
So some days you collect them.
Because of the fact that things like ketchup, which is really big on sugar.
Let me tell y'all something.
Okay.
Ketchup. If you go, ooh, it shouldn't be a problem to not have a no sugar added ketchup. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Ketchup needs sugar, okay? Because we tasted it. We had a whole bottle that we had to keep using, because we bought the no sugar added. I went out and I bought all this no sugar added stuff. Sugar is necessary. Otherwise, you need to do something different. Like, don't give me the no sugar added stuff. Let me just do something different. So all those dressings.
We did. I just opened up the last dressing that was non-sugar.
And he said, "Oh, it's fine on the carrot." I ate it, and I was like, "I love that for you."
The thing about it is that this is the crazy part. So I'm not gonna say the people's name because we're kind of bashing them, but it's
good to somebody. There's a lot of people that recommended them. So some people like it.
You have to have it, and maybe I think you have to add it in something else. But by itself, maybe on the salad, it may not have been that bad. I don't know. But then when I think about it, as I tasted it yesterday, it was a French style. It was French style dressing. But when I had regular Italian dressing, it tastes the same last night. So it was weird. That was French, but the sugar probably was in the Italian anyway, though. But anyway,
for sure. But what I've learned is you get a little oil, you get a little lemon, salt, and pepper, make you a little vinaigrette. Keep it pushing. And that way you ain't got to worry about the sugar.
15 grams of sugar. Another thing that's a lot of sugar in it is fruit. So you think you're trying to eat healthy, but you can't have the sugar. It's a natural sugar, but it's still a sugar. And I told you all about my issue with me and bananas. We still on the out. We still divorced. Me and the bananas ain't made up yet. Because with the banana and the cookie, you've got the same amount of nutrients in it. One is bad, one is good. Give me the bad one. If I'm gonna have the same amount of sugar I'm having a banana, I'm having a cookie, give me the cookie. I'm sorry.
You always eat half of the banana.
Who wants to? Okay, I'm not gonna go back to this banana rant again. But I'm not doing the bananas.
Okay. Let's just leave it at that.
So again, eating more. I'm probably taking too many carbs in, technically, but I'm still doing more.
Y'all also have to understand he's hard on himself. He does not eat that many carbs, so I don't know why he's saying that. But even for the little that he does, he's like, it's too much.
Because if they tell you that you're supposed to have 15 grams of sugar, and I'm probably at 45, that's a lot compared to what I'm supposed to be at. When they say I can't remember, I think it's 30 grams of carbs a day. Mm-hmm. That's a lot when I have a piece of bread that's got 20 to 30 carbs in it by itself.
Right.
So,
but they also tell them like meat, protein to carb ratio 2-to-1.
Yes.
So if you are doing 30 grams of carbs, then and you're doing 120 of protein, you're still doing what you're supposed to do.
Yes. Protein mm-hmm. is where it's at. No sugars, protein. Hey, I'm gonna save you all a lot of money. You ain't gotta go to a weight loss center, you ain't gotta go to the dietitian. I'll give it to you right now. Protein, no sugar, water. Walk. Exercise. Just walk. Protein, no sugar, water, weight loss. Now you have to do it. It's that simple. We don't do it. That's why we had to have other things, the shots and things of that nature. I'll tell you again. I'll go back and tell you why I had the surgery. That at that 486, not feeling comfortable, not being able to move, legs hurting just sitting, not being able to stand, not able to walk, not being able to having back pains and things of that nature, just not feeling overall comfortable. And knowing I want to do something, my wife asking me to be active and let's go walk to the around the block and things of that nature. Not being able to have any energy to do that. Not that I didn't want to, I just could not physically do it. Yeah. Now I'm saying, hey, let's go walk. Hey, let's walk to the pool. We've discussed all those things before. We're here now.
Walking in the airport.
Walking in the airport. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I ever posted that video.
I think you did on the recap for the trip, but if
I never do a recap for the trip. Officially.
I'm not a full recap. I thought you put it in one of your things.
I don't think I did. I'm gonna add a video of walking in the airport. It'll be in the video at the end here. I walked in the airport and did a little small video like before surgery. We went on the cruise. I didn't walk. I rode.
Yeah.
Got in the car. I got a
wheelchair. In Mexico the previous time. Riding in a wheelchair from the part of the ticket counter all the way to the gate.
Yes. I did that walking this time without an issue. We did our lupus walk last year, which we'll be doing it again. Stay in tune for the lupus walk updates. Mm-hmm. We're going to raise money for lupus and try to get people healthy as well at the same time. But those are things that have changed. Exercising is coming. The weather's changing outside. You can hear the birds chirping.
I'm glad one bird is quiet today.
He's not quiet. He's been around early this morning. That's our little grieving bird is out there giving us comfort. God will send you a comforter. Oh, that's a whole other sermon right there coming on.
You know, I'm not saying that I don't want a grieving bird or a comfort. All I'm saying is sometimes you can comfort me quieter.
The bird says, I'm here.
The bird has pooped on my pergola and put his dirty feet on my window.
I think this is where we're in. I think that's what it is.
Whatever it is, it's on the window. And now I got to clean these windows because all it looks like is that we've been attacked.
By one bird.
One bird. 7 windows. Anyway. One bird and a pergola.
So, I'm trying to think what else. How do you feel about 1 year?
It's a shock that it's been 1 year. It went by very, very fast. And it might be because this year has been full. From April to April, it has been full. It's been a roller coaster. But I'm definitely super, super proud. And I think I tell you this, I'm super proud of you because you put the work in, like you put it in your mind, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be wholehearted, all in, except for when you go to Connecticut and you have Wendy's and apple juice. But anyway, so I know I digress. Focus. You went all in and made sure that you were doing the work. You want to be here, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you for doing the work, and then now pushing me to make sure I keep up with them. Because as I was talking to my doctor today, because I said one thing when he got his surgery. Now, while you losing weight, I don't want to find it. I also said when you start getting closer to me, that means I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do. He getting too close, y'all. So I got to put my tail in gear so I can keep getting further and further away. We can really do this together. But it's been a roller coaster. It's been good to see. Like I said, I looked at that picture today from last year, and I'm like, Harper, who this man? It's a whole nother person. People look at our TikTok, and I have a person be like, who is that walking with you? I was like, that's my husband. And they're like, no, that ain't the same person. Because his little face is gone. His face used to be out, right out to here. Now, so me and Riley do tease him. He has a collarbone now. He don't have a behind, and as the guy at your job said, where's your titties? So it's been a joy to watch. We were rapidly trying to make sure we got clothes to fit him, but that's a good problem to have, basically. So yeah.
I did all of that. I'll go back to, I gave you your flowers before while I was doing all the cooking and things like that. Things happen and you cut back on the cooking as much because of I was a little difficult at times. So we've already documented. We got to go back there. But
I wasn't gonna say that.
We have the blueprint on what we need to do and what's necessary. It's just about execution, getting out and being more active. I feel good. I really do feel good.
Yeah.
I see the difference at times. At times I don't see the difference. Like the very first thing that I seen different was in my hands. Like I can't see it anymore now, but my hands look like they were smaller. My watch. Oh, then the
he
next
can't
thing
wear
was,
his ring.
Yeah, I did. And I remember
he has a rubber ring because he can't keep his ring sliding all the way off.
Another thing that I noticed earlier on was the car. Like after surgery, when the first time getting in the vehicle to drive and getting in the steering wheel and seeing how far away it was.
I can't see your hands.
See how far away it was. That was a shocker. Walking in the airport, those things are new. Now with the foods, I'm kind of got a balance of what I can and cannot eat. Not that I can't eat anything, it's just that the taste wasn't there, the desire wasn't there, and then when I do try to do extra, your mind still plays tricks on you what you want. It tells you that you want something, it tells you can eat something, and then you start to do it, and after that first bite, you realize, I can't do this like I used to. It looks good, it smells good, but it's just not the same. It don't hit the same anymore. But I'm finding new things. The newest thing I had, because I wasn't doing a whole lot of vegetables and things like that, my newest thing that I've had, because I've had my snack days where I just snack on something, chips or whatever it may be, pretzels, whatever. But I found a very new thing that I can do that I've never done before, and that's just doing regular raw vegetables by themselves, which I've done before with like dipping sauce or whatever, but taking them on a regular as a snack instead of having a bag of chips, having a carrot or celery. I love those things, and I just never did them before on a consistent basis. But you can buy those veggie, veggie trays. Those things are easy to buy. Peppers and stuff like that. Those
even
things are
like
easy.
buying the baby carrots at Costco.
Yeah.
Like you get a big old
3 pounds.
3 pound. Is it 3 pounds each of them? So maybe like 6 pounds, or was it 1.5 pounds? I don't know.
I can't remember it now.
It was 2 packs of baby carrots, and so he just took little baggies and bagged up all of them so that he could just grab and go for work.
Yeah, and it just makes it convenient, makes it easy. And then even with that, I would add, like I was trying to find something to dip them in. I added regular dressing, not sugar free, regular dressing, and that's giving me that sugar that I don't need, but at the same time, it's giving me the taste I need, and it's still better than having a bag of chips. A bag of chips is not gonna be enough. You're gonna spend a whole lot of money on it, and then you're not gonna have enough chips, and then you can sit there mad afterwards. So it's healthier.
But hummus is great with.
I haven't got to the hummus yet.
I know,
it's new for
but I
me.
had it. So hummus, like especially like a roasted pepper hummus, very very good. Especially with some. See, I'm not a raw vegetable type of person, but I had some with some hummus, and I was like, oh, so that'll be the next thing I put you on.
So stay tuned for more information about our recipes and things like that. We're going to get back to doing some more incorporated things because I'm very basic. Give me chicken every day and I'm good. I haven't heard how it's being cooked, and that's just the protein I need. But we're going to try to incorporate some different things. We've been hearing about them in the past. We were on TikTok a lot, bariatric websites, getting a lot of recipes. Those things are very simple. If you have a question about surgery or the process or anything like that, hit me up. I'm open to tell you what my journey was. Everybody's journey is different. And I think I've realized that no matter what your journey is, your success and your goal is based on what you feel like is inside. And once you get to that point, getting that first little hurdle of doing it and getting to some results, it's easier. And my journey is not somebody else's journey. My struggles are not somebody else's struggles. But if you put in the work, the core basics of protein, water, exercise, no sugar, you're going to have success. It's going to be hard to make those transitions, but you can get there. And then if it's not bad when you have an apple juice every once in a while, it's not that bad. I have not had apple juice in a little bit, but I've had some other, orange juice or whatever. I've even had a soda a time or two.
But now you're more conscious of it, because when we were at the birthday party and you looked at that,
Is the recording will stop?
Will stop when you answer the call. I don't know whose call coming through.
I didn't know you were underserved, but go ahead.
But anyway, when you looked and seen how much sugar it was, you was like, "Oh, I can't finish all this today." And so being conscious of what we're putting in our body is helpful.
Yeah.
Even if you have to still take the bottle, but drink half of it today and maybe drink the other half tomorrow type of situation.
So I think that's all I really have on that portion of the video. I just thank God that I'm healthier. I thank God for being able to share. I thank God for my family who supported me throughout this, especially my wife, my daughter, my parents. It's crazy how you get through it almost a year, and then you have people randomly, as a church friend, randomly sit me up and said her husband was like, "Hey, he's good job," and I'm like, "Good job for what?" It's like your weight loss journey. And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even realize he hadn't seen me, but he's seen this new me, so it was different." So you appreciate those little moments to where randomly people would just say, "You skinny," and I'm like, "What?" I don't feel it all the time.
Some people tell him to go eat some chicken or something.
They tell me somebody said that she starved me over
here. I'm like, I'm not eating.
There's a guy, when I first went back to work, I didn't notice it initially. It was not that big of a deal to me at the time, but I had coworkers that was like, "Whoa." I've had several people that work in the building see me and see me before and see me afterwards, and was like, "Oh my goodness." I don't see it all the time, but I do see it in some areas, and I'm going to share them right now. So I took a picture earlier, which is the picture on the thumbnail. The picture on the thumbnail is from pre-surgery.
Yes.
I think it's pre-surgery.
It's pre-surgery.
Maybe the day of, something like that, a week of. That's a picture on the thumbnail. I don't know if I'm going to put the pictures on here of progression. I might not. But I'm gonna go ahead and stand up now and show you my transformation.
I'm gonna move.
Let's do it now. So, this is the shirt. Can you go slide the camera back? You know, slide. This is the shirt I had on when I took the picture a year ago. These not the pants I had on, but this is the shirt.
Those aren't the pants?
No, these are not the pants.
Can you see your head?
Not really. You tilt it back just a little bit. That's good. That's a little too high. That's right there, perfect. This is the shirt I had on. Now, when I bought this shirt, the shirt was already too big. It was Amazon. I bought it for one particular event. I actually bought it for Deanne's birthday party. It was a 80s party, 70s party. 80s party. So I wore huge overalls and a big white t-shirt for 90s party, 70s
with
party.
a big old thick chain.
With a big old thick chain. So that's what I bought this for. So the shirt was already going to be big all the time. It's a 7X. Never could have wore it. But I did wear it, and you can see the picture earlier how it looked. This is what it is today. I always looked at videos back in the day when I was growing up and see people with a weight loss when they put their shirts out and stuff like that. I don't do that. But this is, of course, too big. And I'll show you where we're at today.
And that shirt's still too big.
This shirt is still too big. Oh man, I put a white shirt on the ground. That's crazy. That's diabolical. The audacity. So this is my current 3X shirt I've had. It was a little tight when I had it before. And then these pants, you see where the belt is at. See how I'm tightened up real tight. Very tight in this belt.
Those pants are ridiculously big. Look at pull the pant leg.
You tilt it down just a little bit. Wrap around, it's crazy. I dropped my pants on camera. I'm excited about this part. Just to be dropping my pants. So I'm short the weight loss.
We're gonna get revoked on YouTube. They think you stripping. There you go.
Oh, I should do that differently. Pause just for a second.
No pause.
I'm getting naked on camera. My mama would be so disappointed.
I'm about to say, tuck you.
Oh, my good comes out.
Yeah, you got your good comes out.
I wanted to show you the pants. How big they are. So.
That's crazy. Do you have on something underneath there?
Of course I do.
Oh, okay. I have to check.
Still got my pants if I can. Why you doing that?
So they can see the full view. With your running man, skinny legs. I can't see the camera. Can you see the legs?
I can't see my legs. So I got on shorts because I can't go down a little bit. Look at my leg. Now, I never showed my leg before on the camera, but that's where we are now.
See the skinny leg?
And then I'll show you one more thing.
I was about to say, don't take off them
I'm
shorts.
not gonna shoot the shirts. I'm gonna try to see if I can show my behind.
They ain't got no behind. They still looking for it.
So I am buying new clothes now. No choice. This is where I'm at. This is my weight loss success. I'm not all the way where I need to be at, where I'm supposed to be, but that's a big difference from where I was. I ain't got no muscle for real in here yet. It's still a little flabby.
That's all right. We're working on
I'm
that.
working on that. But
Go like this. You stupid.
so,
You want to sit back down?
we thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Stay on this too. Look out for more videos going forward. Yes, perfect. Videos going forward about recipes. They're gonna do more recipes and updates on that avenue as far as things we're trying to incorporate into our lives. More exercise, more walking.
TikTok.
We follow our TikTok. We trying the 75 hard. It was a little too hard.
Well, I mean, life is hard.
Life is hard.
Life was life, and it took us off of the challenge a little bit. We still got a little bit that we're doing. However, we're going to continue. We're going to press forward and continue on.
Okay, lastly, about these clothes I just took off. these are not mine anymore. These are going to be donated to somebody.
Yeah. If anybody needs some pants, you better.
I'm not wearing these anymore. We're gonna put them in a garage sale. They don't work in the garage sale. I'm gonna take them to Salvation Army or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put them online. Somebody wants to buy them for $1. Somebody that's what size is this?
He had a 60 regular suit.
Yes.
He tried to put that on, and I said no.
I have a custom made tuxedo that I never wore before, that I had made before surgery. And I had made before in October of 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I never got a chance to wear it. It's custom made. I have the measurements. I'm gonna put that online again. So I'm having a whole new wardrobe coming in soon.
Yeah, I think they measured you, and you could put on a 50, but you were more comfortable at a 52 or 54.
Yeah. So that would be some transformation to be going through, updating on those things.
Pants 48.
So what I did not do earlier, I'm gonna do it now. At the end of the video here, we have 30 minutes. My current weight loss, started off before surgery at 486. Mm-hmm. I am now down to 317. 317 is where I'm at.
Yes.
So if you look at that, it's like 186 pounds. 169 pounds from pre-surgery, making the decision to have the surgery. I'm 169 pounds down from where I was from that day. Now, if you listen to the doctors and post-surgery and all that, it's 150 pounds. Mm-hmm. So it's a 19-pound difference there.
Either way.
But even at 150, it's crazy that I'm at 150 at the year mark. Mm-hmm. And then the thing about it is that with the surgery, I had the dual dental switch DS.
I was like, not a Nintendo DS, but a dual dental switch.
They tell me that I can still lose weight for another year. Mm-hmm. So we'll keep you updated. I have another appointment in 6 months, but if something comes up as far as any milestones, I'll probably do a milestone when I get under 300 pounds. Do another video for that, because that one is where my goal is. I got to that first goal to get under 400, and I cooked for my immediate family, because that was a huge hurdle for me. And then my birthday, of course, if you all remember those posts, after surgery, just being able to celebrate life for another year. I had another cookout. I don't know if I'll do a cookout for under 300. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
No, I'm gonna bring the tissue, y'all.
I got a slab of ribs in there though.
I'm gonna bring some tissue.
For 300?
Yeah, under 300, you're gonna cry.
I don't know, it's only 17 pounds away. I was supposed to be there by now, and I didn't get there because I don't know why. Just exercise hasn't been there. But I have a feeling that once I exercise a little more, I'm gonna get there. So I'm currently, my weight actually officially is 317. 317 is where I'm at today. 1 year post surgery. Yep. Thank you all for joining us. God bless you.
Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for watching.
Again, be on the lookout for our lupus walk. We want to challenge you all to help us out. We're raising money for lupus research.
We're going to walk in September.
We have a walk in September. Be on the lookout for just random updates. Again, if something you want to promote and talk about and you want other people to hear about it, share it with us. People reached out to me and said, hey, you all still doing videos about weight loss journey, things like that? And my family members that asked me that. You all know who you are. Hope you all are watching. Hello.
Hey. We'll be better, y'all.
We will do better. April is a challenging month for us, probably for the rest of our lives. We had some deaths last year. We got some deaths this year. So April's gonna be different for us. I lost a whole person. It was 150 pounds. It's a whole person gone from a year later. So there's been a lot of changes in our lives in this past year. Sometimes it's been very, very hard for me and my family. So pray for us. We pray for you all. We love each and every one of y'all that watch us and encourage us. We encourage you. If you need us for anything, let us know. If you need me to get on that grill, I'm available. I got the energy now. I'm available.
He itching to do it, so
Itching.
don't tempt him.
Don't tempt me. I got a slab in the randomly. Okay, last place. Randomly the other day, we was gonna cook chicken. I had chicken in there. I'm about to season it up, and I was like, I'm doing it in the house. Realized, shit ain't cold outside. I got a little charcoal. Let's go out here on this grill. So let's do that. Another loss we just thought about in April here. I cooked last year for my birthday. Based on our loss for last year, I am thinking about one of my church members that we just recently lost. And when I think about him, some ribs he had one time, man, those ribs were so good. I was just like, man, oh my goodness. We never really talked about cooking like that for real, but he just had that spirit and was always loving and caring. So I'm living the rest of my life with people like you, because tomorrow's not promised. I think he was 69, 70, somewhere in there, and is gone. So too soon. And I think about him. I'm going to carry him in here. I'm going to keep working for the Lord just like he did. And I'm trying to honor his memory and all the others that we lost. I'm not going to go into that right now in this video, maybe another video. But pray for us. Pray for my church family. Pray for my immediate family. Pray for my extended family. And pray for my friends and things like that as well. Anything else you want to say? God bless you. This will be the end.
Bye-bye.
Look at the pictures.
Good luck.